My name is David Betterman. I'm originally from Canada and I made Aliyah about 10 years ago, and I'm a personality and behavior expert. I work with organizations and executives and I help them increase their revenue by reducing their behavioral friction. And about a month ago, I did something that changed my life and is changing my business. I moved to the beautiful community here on Washington Street in Florentine. So come with me, I want to take you on a tour. So I'm a personality and behavior expert. I help organizations and executives increase their revenue by reducing their behavioral friction. Say since the beginning of my journey as an entrepreneur, probably about starting 7 years ago, the one thing that I felt really thirsty for is community. I really wanted to be around other people who shared these mindsets, who were in a growth mindset. And in the beginning, it was really hard. I was completely alone, and I didn't have anyone to really support me on this journey. And I traveled to the United States many times, and I went to many conventions and conferences. But until learning to really find the community and access that kind of thing here in Israel was really difficult. And a couple of months ago, I heard about this incredible place in Florentine where people live together, where we cook together, where we practice meditation, yoga together, where we ran and grew our businesses together. And when I came here, it was like that, an instant connection. Like I walked in the door and I just felt something, and I knew that this place was for me. And I can honestly say, like the last month and a half have just been incredible, really building really valuable relationships and connections and friendships, and at the same time just being in a space where there's so much inspiration and so much energy.
Hi, I'm Anna Waknin. I'm coming from France, Paris. I'm here in Tel Aviv since 5 months, and I'm living here in the building since the beginnings. And I was a tech entrepreneur in France. I had a startup for 10 years. How I discovered this building and the community, so I searched on Airbnb and I was looking for instant reservation. And I found out this apartment here. And when I arrived here, I really loved the place. I was amazed by all the services. It was very new. And it's hard in Tel Aviv to find brand new apartment, and I wanted something very clean. And what I really appreciate here, and what I was inclined to stay here and to pay the price for it, is that when you arrive from abroad, you are completely alone. When I arrived in Israel, I didn't have any friend, any family. I was all by myself. I didn't speak Hebrew. And here, having all the person around, first, you are not alone, so I was reassured, and people were very nice, helping, and it was recreating this family I don't have here. And the second thing is that I don't speak Hebrew, and the administrative things when you arrived as an Olim can be very tricky and complicated. And all the papers and administrative things, Karuna really helped me for everything. So the way I started here was really reassuring and helpful to be in this place. So what I like the most are the people, and the people I met here. As I told you before, Judith is today one of my best friends. So it's really the people I've met here that I really like them and I really love them today. But also the fact that we have access to a lot of different services. So for example, the gym downstairs, I go there twice a week. During the summer on the rooftop, we had yoga session. I did African classes. I did acupuncture, yoga, meditation, all those services that are brought to us for free by the community, by people who want to give. It's really a plus that you can't find anywhere else.
now there's so much interconnection through social media, right? We're more connected now more than any time in history, but at the same time, people are actually the loneliest and the most isolated that they've ever been. And so there's a real paradox there. And I think what's happening here in community, I think why it's so special is because it's actually restoring this idea of people coming, living, working, and supporting each other here in the city.
During the série, we were forced to stay together and we learned how to live together. But then after the lockdown, we kept the same behaviors and usage together. This way of living and being part of this community during those time of Corona and lockdown was really a plus. And I think that it may be a change and it can be the beginning of something new in the way we live together.
So I think what we're doing here can really be an example for others to about the value and the importance of community, because we're so much more valuable when we are part of a group of other people. And I think that anyone who wants to achieve more, that collectively we have to understand nobody succeeds on their own.
Here in our everyday life, in our world, by bringing people together and joining their forces and energies and knowledges and their own stories, it's helped them collaborate, but just live better. So this is what I really like encourage.
There's so many people that are looking for community, and I think we as individuals, we thrive in community. So I don't think this should be the exception to the rule. I really think that community as a vision, this should be the new standard. We are a family, and I think that's the most powerful thing of all.
Yeah. I like to live with neighbors. You see, I don't like to live. It's a little too lonely. That's why I like to live in community. Yes, you and me. Oh, we can live together so happily. And when the nighttime comes and you want to eat, well, even if there's a segger, don't you know that your evening meal will be so sweet? Cause when you live in a place like we do, there's friends and they come and they join too. Cause we share a big kitchen and we share a big roof in community. In community. Yes, it's yours and it's for you and it's also for me. That's the main premise of community. It's like we share things and we have fun and we share our collective happiness and our collective sharing and our collective joy. And that's why I like, that's why I need community. Thank you for joining us. I'll see you in the community. Such a nice day.